Going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What's happening? Can you hear me?
Most definitely. As usual, we got a few more people joining on.
Sure that.
So we gotta wait for the squad. We gotta wait for the team. I got a couple people texting me, so
Copy that.
what's going on? All right, man. I appreciate you for hopping on. What's going on with you?
On the East Coast.
Sitting there watching all these protests everywhere, man.
Man, me and my partners were just talking about that too.
Ooh. Brooklyn getting a little crunk now.
Yeah,
Brooklyn
man, we just gotta lead. We just gotta lead, for example, man. Lead as the example, man, and keep it positive and just for the most part, keep it from happening in the near future. You get what I'm saying? Because this is something that's been going on for, decades. You know what I mean? And I think
this has been going on for so long, bro. This has been going on. This is literally the vestiges. So this was going on before slavery. This has been going on ever since the principles of slavery or anything. So this is actually what we're fighting at and against is actually something much larger than that we like to say, racism in the United States or racism. Like, we have to realize just the whole concept of racism, period.
Right.
We're fighting that and inequality for different people of different classes and different preferences and all kind of stuff. It's so much more than just. We're looking at Brooklyn. Brooklyn is crazy right now, in front of Barclays.
Right.
It's so it's so much larger than even what these people are demonstrating at right now. It's like it's bigger than it's an ideology. This is I don't know what's these are those things that can go either way. Back to my thing, the masses will be asses. There's a lot of people collected up right there.
Most definitely. From your take on it, what do you feel like is the best solution right now?
A solution? A solution?
Yeah.
Wow. Hold on.
Because that's what we're about, right? We're about.
I'm always about solutions. I'm just saying for someone to say what they're like, what is my solution? Wow, what is the solution for something? It takes so long. It's one thing for me to right a single injustice. Okay, let's say someone writes. Let's say someone writes an injustice. Okay, but this is an ideology. This is an inbred ideology. This is it's like trying to change a philosophy. It's like trying to change someone who's been a Christian and tell them, no, you got to be a Buddhist right now. It's like, what? It's an ideological change. For these people to have to, and in doing so, see, to me, the most dangerous person right now is the silent person, because the silent person is that person that's been benefiting from this throughout all of these societies for 400 years plus, have been benefiting from this, that doesn't even see that they're perpetuating it by not saying anything.
Right.
Like, by you not acknowledging the realities that these people definitely didn't do anything that deserved them being killed. By those people not acknowledging that, they are, and
So
Yeah.
real quick, Oren,
Yeah.
because I do agree with you, but to a certain extent. And what I mean by that, you see what's going on in, Minnesota, and see, the aftermath on what's going on. So, you say, speak up on it, or, you say that the worst people is pretty much the people that's not speaking up on it. But sometimes it's how you speak up on it and how you go about it. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's different
I don't
ways. It's like,
necessarily.
yeah, it's different ways. I mean, if somebody's gonna sit around and think that they're gonna like most of what's happening is not going to directly change anything. Right? Most of what's happening right now is not going to change anything. It's going to get a lot of
Right.
people arrested. You know, I mean, a lot of people wake up in jail tomorrow. Some people wake up with their businesses destroyed, like some people did already. Some people, there's going to be a
Right.
lot of ugly little changes that possibly
Right.
coming in. But as far as like what to do, I mean, the only thing, it's just like you said, it's almost like a lead by example thing. Is the only thing I can say is like, the only thing I can do is live and do what I know is to be the right thing,
Right.
and whatever that is, and that's gonna be different for different people. Hey, hold on a minute, okay? I have a guest. Hold on. What's up,
Most
Rich?
definitely, most definitely, most definitely. So, while we taking that quick pause, real quick, I want everybody to just join into the seminar, to tap into that chat. If you already been tuned into our previous seminars, you already know the drill. I really want to get you guys in a predicament where you guys are connecting with each other. So make sure you guys are posting your social media. Make sure you guys are posting your websites inside that chat. And not only post your websites or your social medias, follow somebody else's social media. Log into somebody else's website, because you never know who you may be on this seminar with. We got a lot of important people on this seminar. This is invite only, so everybody on this seminar is business owners, bosses, and influencers in their own way. So make sure you tap into that chat, blow that chat up with your websites, your social medias, and again, make sure you follow someone else's social media or website. Tonight is going to be a little bit different. We got a lot of great guests as always on our seminar, but we're going to get a little bit more in tuned in what's actually going on, like we always do. I know a lot of you that first tuned into our seminars, you thought it was going to be all about models and fashion, but we tap into a little bit of everything. It's all about lifestyle. It's all about health, beauty, education, and finance. And everything that's going on around us affects all of us. So it takes all of us to put our heads together and find different solutions. So it takes different platforms like this to really get together and get to connect powerful people. Because some of you that really had the opportunity to connect in these last 4 or 5 months. I mean, 4 or 5 weeks that we've been doing the seminar. You probably would never, had the chance or the opportunity to connect with each other, because we've been blessed to have so many different people from all over. We got California on the line right now. We got Atlanta, Detroit. We got Chicago. Tuned in. So it's just a little bit of everywhere. So you don't get this opportunity every day. So again, blow that chat up. Let's create this discussion. I know me and Oren was pretty much going right into a topic that I was going to bring up anyway, because it's getting to the point where it's affecting all of us, and it really always have, especially speaking from a standpoint where I've actually unfortunately experienced police brutality, and it's definitely been something that affects not only me, but everybody around me and my whole family members, and not just on a negative standpoint, but also on a positive standpoint as well, because now I'm here, standing in front of you today talking about and giving you my experiences, and really trying to come up with different solutions on how we can actually help our people benefit, and just really survive from what's going on. So I definitely want to really just open up the floor. I got a couple more people that's going to be tuning in, and I got a couple special guests as always, that's going to be doing a couple lectures, and pretty much giving you guys a little insight on their experiences as well. I think Oren logged off. So again, I see you guys. actually appreciate you guys for tapping into the chat. Again, if you just logging into the seminar, if you haven't got a chance to log into the chat yet, make sure you post your websites, make sure you post your social medias. Do I still have Zachariah on the line?
Yeah.
What's going on?
How you guys doing?
I really wanted to kind of take this week, and kind of really give you guys the chance to, really introduce you guys, introduce yourselves, and kind of like, let the people know a little bit about your accomplishments because, like I said, we got a lot of great people on this seminar, and you are one of them, and you always tuning in. So I want to give you, the floor to kind of introduce yourself.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So a little bit about me. My name's Zachariah. I live in California. I actually moved here from California from the Midwest, from Ohio. It'll be 5 years next month, actually. So I've been in Cali
Okay.
for a while, and did a lot of odd jobs before I got into modeling. Actually, I've been modeling here in Cali for about the past 2.5 years, and also internationally too. So I've done Paris Fashion Week. I've done London Fashion Week. I just got back from London in February, right before the virus hit. Done, countless shows, worked with a lot of awesome designers, and been able to network. And then when I got reached out to by another friend of mine, our friend, Jaquise, she told me about you guys, and I was like, hey, this seems like a really cool platform to get to know more people and to
Yeah,
network
that's my baby.
and to hear different stories and work on your craft too. So I couldn't pass the opportunity up. I was like, this is going to be amazing. And then since day one, since I got in your guys' seminar, it's been great. A lot of awesome information with health. Finance is a big one for sure. I feel like a lot of people definitely mismanage their finance and don't have that knowledge. So when you spoke about that the past couple of weeks, that's been amazing. But yeah,
I really
I model.
appreciate that.
Huh?
No, I really appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. So for me, I model, I also act, and I also do personal training. So I think the first seminar when the one gentleman has his own personal training business, a lot of that
Yeah,
stuff I teach my clients as well. So it's good to know that we have similar ideologies in terms of eating
most definitely.
healthy and the healthy lifestyle. And the diet's not about just eating healthy food. It's about eat what you read, what you watch on TV, all that stuff. It all comes for
Correct.
full circle for sure. But I think
Correct. Correct.
like anybody else in this group, it's this is a great opportunity for us to network and to uh, you know shine our businesses together as one. Definitely market ourselves accordingly and help one another and support. And especially with these times, we need it now more than ever. I mean, the whole racism thing, that video that went viral, a lot of times it seems like our country's being split apart, slowly but surely, especially during this pandemic. And we definitely need some support from one another and some love. And I think spreading love is all we can do.
Facts. And I think you just really spoke on the most important thing about, just our whole platform as a whole and what this industry is really about. And I think we've really, got. And I talked to one of my other partners about that, how we, and I think I spoke on it a little bit last week about how we get so distracted with all the glitz and the glam. And I could speak on myself. We got in that tour mode. We was hitting all these cities and states, and turning up and having so much fun that you kind of lose track on the main goal, and the main message on why you really got into the industry in the first place. So I definitely want to, thank you for, taking the time out for hopping on the seminar and really just, being another valuable player into what we're really trying to accomplish, which is, growing a bigger community and, being productive in many ways, not just the fashion world and not just turning, so. And shout out Hard Work Pays the Bills, because you actually, mentioned them, they always come through and, host our health segments and give you guys different tips on, just different ways to stay healthy. So, definitely shout out to them. And they actually couldn't make it onto the seminar tonight. And we actually may actually get them on a little later, but still shout out to them. And shout out to you, Zach, again, for, joining on to the seminar. We got some great faces on here. I'm actually excited, man, because you guys been tuning in. If you just tuning in to the seminar, make sure you post your social media or your website in that chat so we can make sure everybody tune in to your website or social media, because I've been having people tune in to the seminar in between the different segments. So definitely tap into that chat. Make sure you post your social medias. Make sure you post your websites. Blow that chat up. I want to actually shout out Lex Cam Design. She's always supporting, always tuning into the seminars. You want to, give her a huge shout. We always showing love. That's my fam from Detroit. And I actually have another special guest. Do I have you on, Nalene? Let me unmute you real quick.
I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes. What's going on?
Hi.
I really appreciate you for taking the time out. I know you you one of our hustlers out there. I know you got a lot of great things going on. So I know it was very hard for you to hop on. So I definitely want to thank you for hopping on and taking out that time real quick.
No, I appreciate y'all having me. I've been trying to make my way towards y'all, but all this stuff going on, So
No, I already know.
But yeah, I appreciate it. I'm Eileen. Did you want me to go ahead, or you just introducing me?
So real quick, I really just want you to, bless the people with the introduction. Give them a little information on what it is you do in your services. Especially in this industry, and give them a little, inspiration on how you got started.
Okay, so I do a couple of things. The first, what I came to talk about today was intuitive readings. I don't know if you guys ever had a reading. I do tarot card readings, but I do associate that with a part of health, because I do deal with a lot of mental and emotional health of other people, and I take responsibility in my role with dealing with other people. I don't, take it for granted or take it lightly, because it was something that I actually went to because of things that were going on in my life. Because I actually came across readings when I was working at a shop, and we started taking meditation classes. So we actually got a reading from someone, but we said we wanted to get our own cards and kind of just, practice with each other, just like as an intuitive game. We kind of looked at it like that. And so I kind of did it for a while, just played around with it. And then I ended up leaving those cards in Augusta at my cousin's house or something. So I didn't have any cards for a while. And I started going through a lot of stuff, like deep stuff within myself, emotionally and within relationships. And that's when I actually started using my cards and trying to understand certain things within myself. And so my clients would come and they would just kind of ask me, could you give me a reading? And I'm like, okay, And when I started getting that confirmation from other people that I was actually helping them, and some of their stories and stuff, and it just kind of made me feel like you have to be responsible with your gift and really help people, because you're here to do a service. You know what I mean? So
Right.
That's when I began to take it seriously, and I started doing intuitive readings by Aline the Dream. And it was probably about, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, when I really started going out and servicing people. And I look at it like, because I had my religious people kind of associated like it's a sort of some voodoo or hoodoo or whatever, I've never, it's people that go to church that do it as well. But, we could say that's kind of a form of that as well, if we want to go into, different types of things.
Right.
But just as from a religious perspective, like, I didn't grow up having those different religions forced upon me. So I was able to kind of create my relationship with God on my own through my experiences. And so
Right.
that's what kind of brought me to this, is where it's not a religion, it's really just a guide for me, you know, and I want to help guide other people with it because I do get messages through it and it does help people. So the thing
So
is,
real quick,
mhm.
what's some of the best ways that you feel like you've been helping people with your services within this time, you know, within the pandemic? You know, what's some of the testimonies or some of the experiences that you've been having with some of your clients or with some of the people that you've been experiencing?
I think through this pandemic, the biggest issue for most people is trusting in themselves and their path. And that's something that everybody had to kind of swallow and say, hey, I have to take responsibility for me in order to be whole for the next person. And I can't allow other things around me to distract me from being whole and being balanced. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think that was the most important thing for everybody because their foundation got shook up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so everybody had to kind of gather this strength to make certain decisions, whether it be good or bad, you know. But you know, everybody's not going to agree with your decisions if it's your truth and your path. You know what I mean? So
Right.
so you just have to. I feel like I get to a point now where I try to strive to just be. Not just to say true to myself, because I take other people into consideration, but I'm not necessarily basing my decisions off of other people, because at this point we have to learn as human beings to be individuals and work together. You can't
Right.
you can't be codependent on the people around you. You know what I mean? So I think that's what the biggest shakeup was for everybody, just new foundations, pretty much, you know.
Okay. So, you know, real quick, you know, what's some of the different ways that people that can actually connect with you that may actually need your services?
So I would say, okay, so when I sit down with somebody, my thing is I will give you the instructions that I give. This is how I start the reading off. I want people to understand your responsibilities as the person getting the reading and my responsibility as the reader. And then that way we can kind of coexist and trust each other in the process, you know? So I would give you, as the reader, my responsibilities are to put your intentions on the cards. So what I mean by that is if I sit down with you and I say, this reading is for you, or if you're asking about a certain relationship, or if you're asking about a job, then I'm actually putting my focus and my energy and my attention on the cards, pretty much as a, what do you call it? Hold on, let me get my words together. As a, like I'm just a middle person. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying?
You're a middleman. You're the middleman.
I'm the middleman, you know. So I'm just interpreting what I see. So you still, as the person getting the reading, you have to take responsibility for your mental health and your emotional health. And you say, hey, I'm supposed to know me better than anybody else. So whatever comes from this reading, I have to know what's for me and what's not for me. You understand?
Right.
So you can't go to readers and expecting them to dictate your life, and they tell you something and you go blow up the building because they told you this, and you know what I mean? You can't do that. You have to take responsibility and know what's for you, what's for your path. And even if you know certain things, sometimes spirit will only release what needs to be released at that moment. You know what I mean?
Right.
In order for you to make certain decisions and walk down a certain path in order to actually do what you need to do, you know? So it's only going to give you what is needed for you. And you still have to be open enough and clear enough to understand the messages and what you need and what you don't need. So,
Most definitely.
so first thing I do when I sit down to try to help give you that boost of clearing, I will use some type of sage or incense in order to kind of just clear the air and clear the energy in that area. I usually would like to have been rested or taken a bath, shower, just to feel clean and clear within myself, not upset, rushed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that
Yeah.
energy, I would bring that into the reading, and that would throw me off. That would throw you off, and I'd be, So that's how I take responsibility for it. Also, I would say readings are more like signposts, like I said before. You can either consciously create or you can passively create. So ultimately, we're all creators. And if you want to decide to let other people create your life for you and keep telling you what you're supposed to do and what you need to do and how to do it, and then you're going to live passively. You're not going to be really creating what you want in your life. So
Right.
at the end of the day, you need to consciously create. Hey, I got this message. This is what it is. This is how I feel about it. Okay, I'm going to keep it right there, and I'm going to allow my experiences to, grow and keep me pushing through whatever I'm going through. And I still have this little bit of knowledge here, but I'm not letting it weigh on me. I'm not taking it and running with it. You know what I mean? You
Right.
just have to stay neutral and stay balanced within yourself. So another way that I get my messages is that I ask you for a number. So say you sit down and if y'all interested, I want to do, y'all can pick a spirit animal or whatever if y'all want to while we on chat. But
Most definitely. Blow up that chat. Everybody interact. Let's interact. Let's get some interaction in that chat.
So what I would do is I ask you for a number. Like, so I would say, how many cards? If you asking about your career or whatever, I would say, how many cards would you like to choose? I would give you pretty much, I'm simplifying everything between the numbers 1 and 9. So if you say 15, then it's going to be 6 because 1 and 5 is 6. So I would lay down 6 cards. And what that does for me is that kind of gives me the vibration that you're working with. Every number carries a vibration. So when you give me a number, I know that your spirit is picking up on that vibration. So when you tell me that and I lay down those cards, then that situation is going to be vibrating around that number. You understand what I'm saying? So for instance, the number 2 deals with partnerships, relationships. That's the mother energy. So I know if you sit down and you tell me you having something going on with your relationships and, you say the number 2, I say y'all probably, I would get, just for me not even doing the reading yet, just now, I'm thinking I would probably come out something about balancing the relationship or unequal give and take, or somebody need, it's more of a balance type of issue. You know what I mean? Or a relationship or a nurturing type of issue. So, but every number is different. Every number has, is different vibrations, and we'll kind of go over that another time if y'all want to.
Most definitely. So real quick, Aline, because we got 10 more minutes left in this segment, and I actually encourage everybody to tune back in. You know how this goes. Every 40 minutes, we have to tune back in. But after this 10 minutes is up, everybody, it takes 2 seconds to click the same link everybody receiving the confirmation, and you'll join right back in. But real quick, Aline, what's some of the ways that you feel like, because I feel like what you're doing is very positive. I feel like, what you do is to spread positive energy, and that's one of the things that actually attracted me to you, because, I love your energy. And I feel like that's something that needs to be spread more, especially with everything going on right now. But what's some of the things, if people can't reach out to you, or say if you're booked real quick, what's some of the things that people can prepare? Like you said, take a bath and cleanse yourself, different things like that. But what's some things that people can prepare to cleanse themselves with?
Definitely, like, sea salt baths, or just different oils. I use I like, I want to start actually creating this. Y'all don't be taking my ideas. But anyway, I wanted to do like, I had somebody else did it for me, so I wanted to really take her idea. But
Look at you.
she,
try to accuse us of stuff.
So look, she made these little bath oils with like like dried lemons and any type of herbs that you want to put in there. You could put. I had lavender in mine. I had lemons because lemons help to cleanse and clean, and the lavender helps you to relax. So you can put any type of things in the oils and let it sit and marinate herbs, and then put it in your bath water and take a bath. Y'all, you don't have to put on no lotion. You don't have to put on nothing. You be feeling so good and so refreshed. And I feel like that was just the most cleansing thing ever. So whatever herbs you're attracted to, or oils or essential oils that you're attracted to, then put those in there. And you can also use shungite. Now we got all this 5G going on. Everybody get you some shungite, and that helps protect you from the electromagnetic waves. And you can also put it in water, and it helps to cleanse water too. So
okay, I love that. So real quick, my last question for you before we head into this next segment. And again, everybody that want to go into the next segment, I actually encourage you to, because I got a couple more special guests that I want to introduce you guys to. So again, you could just type into that link, and it takes 2 seconds to log back in, literally. But again, this is my last question for you, Aline. As an entrepreneur, because I know you be doing your thing, you actually have multiple businesses that you own. What's the best tip that you can give other entrepreneurs or other aspiring entrepreneurs that's building their business through this pandemic?
Building their business through this pandemic, I would say, like y'all saying now, building these important relationships. Important.
Right.
Relationships.
Correct.
And valuable relationships, genuine relationships, and actually make sure because this is something I'm still working on, make sure you are documenting every single thing that you bringing in and taking out. Everything. I'm talking about down to the piece of gum that you bought at the grocery store or whatever. Like, because I feel like that is so important, because we waste by doing so little, like little things, and we don't even realize it. So that and thinking about investing in I want to get back into cryptocurrency, but I think that's where we're going, and we need to do that ASAP. I slowed down on it, and I wish I hadn't, but now the prices done went up, so we got to get ahead of the curve and start.
It's like 9,000 a share,
right? And it used to be $50. Yeah. But thank you.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
No, I really appreciate you, man. You really dropped some jewels. I can't wait till the feedback come in from the recap. You guys, show us some love in that chat. Blow that chat up. If you guys have any questions or concerns for Aline, don't be shy. We got about 5 more minutes exactly, actually, right now. So definitely blow that chat up. Any questions or concerns that you guys may have. I actually want to take this last.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I just wanted to take this last couple minutes while we give them a chance to blow the chat up to, kind of make a couple of announcements. We actually had a few different activities and, just different things going on over the weekend that I want to touch on. And we actually have a couple of upcoming opportunities, like Code Creations Curbside Services. She's doing that every Friday and Saturday. We just had C Denim Virtual Fashion Show this past weekend, so I want to shout out everybody who was actually a part of that. And we'll actually be having another one, so definitely continue on submitting for C Denim's Virtual Fashion Show, because we'll be having another one. And then we have Power Pay the Bills. They actually have their virtual webinars on their fitness, so make sure you guys tune in. And contact us if you guys want to tune into their fitness webinars. And then we have YS at home photo shoot contest. So you could just tune into ysclothier.com for more details on that, especially if you have younger children who's already in the industry or who you want to get inside the industry, that's definitely a good platform for them to start on. And of course, we're doing first private health, beauty, education, finance consultations for free. So, definitely make your appointments with us for that. And then we have Artist Cosmetics. They actually just released a new liquid foundation. So we're actually setting up and casting, doing virtual castings for their product shoot. So, if you're a model or an entertainer, or, if you know someone who actually may be interested, make sure you guys send your headshots or different submissions to our email or, to our different platforms if you're interested in that, if you're in the Atlanta area only. And then we have the Delo Loft, where we're actually booking private sessions and activities, different things like that. So if you're in the Atlanta area, or if you know someone in that area, or if you're going to be in that area, make sure you guys contact us to, book your private sessions or activities if you need a space. And I can actually send you guys the digital brochure so you can get an idea. If you haven't actually already been, I can send you the digital brochure so you can get an idea of how it actually looks and get a feel of it. And then we actually have Realtor Productions actually doing a BOGO promo deal for any product shoots. So, if you own a business or, have any products or services that you're actually marketing right now, that'd be a great opportunity for you guys to actually take advantage of. So make sure you guys hit them up or, contact us, to set up your sessions. And then July 12th, make sure you guys download Stars. If you don't have the Stars app, make sure you download Stars. We actually have a TV show called P Valley that's going to be premiering on Stars July 12th. So that's going to be big. So we're actually going to be holding a premiere at the Delo Loft as well. So make sure you guys RSVP if you want to come out. If not, make sure you guys download that Stars app or subscribe on your cable, whatever cable company that you guys may have, if you still have cable. And then we have the Jug short film that we're shooting. So, any actors or actresses that actually want to be a part of that short film, make sure you guys send your demo reels or headshots, preferably demo reels. If you do not have a demo reel, make sure you hit up Realtor Productions. They're actually helping different, actors or actresses, put together their demo reels. So definitely take advantage of that opportunity. And then we have our vision board contest, which is actually one of my favorite things that's going on right now because it's something that I've been requesting for the longest. So everybody get your vision boards together. If you haven't started already, get your materials together. Let's start on them vision boards. I can't wait to really get them out, because the main thing is to really just spread that motivation. So, let's hop on that. And then we actually did our body paint contest for High Hemp. So shout out everybody who was actually a part of that. And we'll actually be dropping the content for that. Actually, we should be dropping that tonight. So if you are not following us on social media, follow us at Exclusive Models. That's exclusive_models with a Z. We'll actually be pushing that content. And then we have the COVID-19 campaign that we're pushing where we're giving 10% of all proceeds. So make sure you guys, get your digital and physical copies. Blow that chat up. I love that action. I love to see all y'all websites. I love to see all y'all social medias posted in the chat. So let's make sure we post that because we may have some new people joining in. So we want to make sure that they're connected and make sure that they get a chance to actually connect with you guys. And again, don't just post social medias. Don't just post your websites. Don't just post your upcoming events, but also follow somebody else's social media, follow somebody else's websites. Again, you never know who you may be on this seminar with. Shout out Christopher Williams, man. He always tuning in. Shout out Precious. She actually been rocking with him for a few years now. It's crazy how time flies. So I really appreciate you guys for, always, always making sure you guys, no matter what city I'm in, it's times that I was actually just talking to Precious. I was in New York. She's like, look, I'm on my way. I'm on the train. So, shout out Precious and her whole team, her whole family. Shout out Christopher Williams. Shout out Zachariah, man, for tuning back in. Shout out Ariel Nolan. So again, if you haven't already gotten the chances, if you just tuning into the seminar, make sure you guys blow that chat up. Make sure you guys post your social medias. Make sure you guys post your websites. And not only that, make sure you guys tune in to somebody else's social media, somebody else's website. You never know who you're on the seminar with. That's the whole point of the seminar, is to connect, with different people from all over. Everybody on this call is pretty much, entrepreneur or CEO. So we want to make sure you guys are getting connected. So, again, make sure you guys are blowing that chat up. Make sure you guys are, posting your social medias or your website. I actually got a special guest, man. I got Nick Cox on the line, man. If you don't know, you know, he's the jack of all trades. He was actually on one of our seminars before, dropping a few jewels and connecting with a few people. We had a lot of great feedback. Actually, we have a lot of requests for him to be back on the seminar. So I just wanted to get him on the second segment. So I got you on, Nick. Can you hear me? I'm muted real quick.
Hello. Hello.
Yep. I can hear you.
Hey, how you doing? You doing? Yeah, I'm right here.
What's going on, Nick? What's going on?
Man, not much, man. Here in Atlanta, really wanted to make sure I made us time this week to join in on the seminar. I know, Exclusive Modelz been doing like some great things. I know, with the COVID thing, a lot of stuff done got slowed down, but still out here, man, still working, trying to maintain, trying to put some stuff together.
Most definitely, man. I know you busy, so I definitely appreciate you for hopping on, another seminar of ours. You always been, one of our main supporters, especially in the Atlanta area. So, I definitely appreciate you. I really just want to give you the floor real quick to, kind of just give the people a little introduction about yourself and, the services that you provide and, kind of give them a little insight on, your experiences.
Oh yeah, well, hey everybody, I'm Nick Cox. I'm in the Atlanta market, Mr. Hood Recreator. Really, basically what I do is I help people build their brands. I cultivate events, I curate events, and I work on the music video and film production side, really helping people, in their production. From locations, booking models, and and a bunch of other stuff, such as
Sound
prop.
so humble right now. You sound so humble, Nick. So give people a little bit insights on what type of music videos, because I know the last summer you worked on a music video that was Grammy nominated and just all types of things.
Yeah.
So just give people a little insight on that.
Yeah, so the video you're talking about, that was Down Bad with Dreamville. I guess you could say I'm a Dreamville affiliate. I'm not signed to Dreamville. I don't have any running contract with Dreamville, but I have worked with a lot of Dreamville artists. J. Cole did a huge project down here last year. We brought in a bunch of different tastemakers, not just musicians, but clothes designers, artists, professional athletes, and he really vibed out. And one of the singles from the project, Down Bad, it was Grammy nominated, was the runner-up to I believe Rats in the Middle by I'm so sorry, by Nipsey Hussle. And so I worked on that project. I worked on a couple projects with Lil Baby. I worked on Exotic, and I worked on To the Hard Way. I worked with in the last year I worked with Moneybag Yo, Yellow Bees, is Seven the Great. I worked with Sci the Prince. I hate to just act like I'm doing all the name dropping, but
I know you do. But it's motivation, because I feel like the feedback that we got last time on the last seminar, man, you gave a lot of people motivation because you just coming off so humble, and it was a lot of people in there, especially in the Atlanta area, that is familiar with you and that been around you and just seeing how you move and seeing how humble you are. So they forget that we do accomplish a lot of great things, so I think you are one of the head runners and, accomplishing a lot of great things and, keeping it quiet and, really just giving back and just staying humble. So I just wanted to, kind of touch on that, but for the most part, um, I really just wanted to get what you thought about, really being an entrepreneur in these times, really in the it being a pandemic and, it being so hard on so many other entrepreneurs and really just the economy in general.
Well, okay, I think that's a noteworthy topic. I mean, I can't say that I'll be able to touch on all that, during this one conference call. But what I can say is that I mean, I know a lot of people, entrepreneurs, building up, doing what they're doing. I say one of the most important things really to survive in these times and any other hard times. I mean, we had a recession back in '07, '08, so we saw this. I think one of the most important things, and I mean, you can't stress it enough, is diversifying your income. Recently, a lot of people have been investing in stocks and stuff, and I think that's great. People have been investing in other businesses. People have been creating businesses, and I mean, people have been successful. Um, I think really is about I hate to sound country, but not putting all your eggs in one basket and not putting the cart before the horse, and really being able to say, hey, I wanna
Right,
be able to
right.
do this. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm lined in doing. But even with me, like the I do a lot of festivals, stuff like that. So people in Atlanta, they'll people who've been up and down, they'll know about like Tequila Fest. They'll know people in the city will know about Bullshit Fest or Lit Fest or Bonfire
Yeah,
ATL, like a lot of these events that were, large events bringing in thousands of people that I was unable to do because of, regulations and the pandemic and the fear of the
yeah,
pandemic and a lot of stuff like that. So being able to still come out and do videos and private shoots and to be able to, link in with other people who are also out there because, I mean, we always talk about, yeah, support my independent business, support my business, but I'm a big believer in practicing what you preach and delivering on
mm,
that side. So I mean, if you want people to shop with your independent business, I think it's good to create relationships with other independent businesses. And I mean, not just for the sake of supporting independent businesses, but when you see somebody is doing good, you see somebody has a local restaurant or somebody is, producing I know a lot of people doing cosmetics and various, soaps and
yeah,
oil and I mean, it's so many things. It's like, we kind of I think sometimes we get bogged down on music and fashion and those type of things. But I mean, it's wide. I know well, at least in Atlanta, I know everybody is in a different city, but people really people,
yeah,
people brag on the city a lot because we have so many people with so many diverse people such a diverse black community in Atlanta. So just
yeah,
because of, and I say that because on the forefront there's a lot of people that's who really doing a lot of these independent businesses. So like I say, it's to me, I think the most important thing, and I mean I think always, but especially in a time like this where resources are limited, is to be diversified. To not just say, oh well, I'm just you know, I just design, I just do makeup, I just do this thing. Not taking away from any of those areas, but as soon as you can start saying, well, I
right,
just don't do security, I also do transportation. I don't have to just do security. I can help transport you and I can diversify. And especially when the things you're doing are kind of in the same lane, you kind of, you know, you kind of see, who's really, really invested in this stuff.
right, 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 right. That's real. I mean, I think that's a huge um point, especially we've been making these last few years with adapting and, not sticking yourself in the box, like you said, putting all your eggs in one basket. So that's a good point, especially with the entrepreneur, especially with us as creators. So tell us, Nate, what's some of the ways that you've really been, what's some of the things that you actually been practicing within this pandemic to kind of really just stay afloat and stay sane and stay creative?
Um, uh, Trying to drink smoothies. I think like a lot of times, like we stay up, we stay up. It's late. And one of the big things like we miss out on really like our nutrition. A lot of times we eating, fast food, fries, stuff like that right there. And I think basically getting a chance to get fruits, vegetables, drinking water, that type of stuff. I think it helps a lot. Me, I'm one of those people who do a lot of that. So I think little stuff like that right there. I think it helps a lot. Trying to get adequate rest, and what sometimes easier said than done. I think that's a big thing
Right.
that really can show, what's going on.
And I think that's why I think people really gonna miss this time, man. I think people really gonna miss this time right here, where we was able to get some rest.
Mhm.
So I think that was a good point that you you tapped in on, because a lot of us, especially like people like us, man, we don't know what rest is. We just keep on moving, keep on working.
And I think linking up with like-minded individuals. A lot of people, in my personal experience, I done saw a lot of people who they have negative people around them, and I don't mean just people who you call the haters or whatever. I mean people whose parents, people whose siblings are not supportive of the stuff that they do until after they become
Yeah,
successful. Once they successful, now everybody want, oh, I believed in you, I believed in you, and you
facts.
know, people will tell you that once you're successful, once you meet what they deem their measure of success for you. But a lot of times in the earliest stages, people are really not supportive. So it's really about linking up with other people who are like-minded, people who agree with what you're doing. And everybody want to start a new clothing line. Everybody want to do this. Everybody want to make masks. But I mean, Burger King is out there successful. So is Wendy's, and I mean that's been like that for 20 years.
Right.
And you go down the
Yeah.
bread aisle, you got 17 different bread companies. So I don't believe in that whole everybody trying to rap, everybody trying to do this. It's more so about, are you doing what's what's necessary to reach that level. That's how I see it.
Yeah. That's real. That's real. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. That's some wise words, man. One more question, man.
Okay.
If you will, um, what's a good tip that you would give, upcoming business owners, or even established business owners right now, to continue on moving?
Um well, one of the things I say for, new business owners, people who are trying to get established, people who are trying to do this, take it seriously. Take your work
Mm.
serious. Everybody else won't, but the way you get people to respect it is by you taking it seriously. There are some of us who have our own businesses, who have our own enterprises that have a measure of success. Ask yourself constantly evaluate yourself as you're working for yourself, and ask yourself, if somebody else was working for you like this, what would you do? So try to be the person when you work for yourself who you would want to promote.
Mm.
Don't try to be the person who, if this person was working for you and it wasn't you, you'd be fired. Some of us, we take huge breaks. We fall asleep on the job. We do all types of stuff that we know if we went to somebody else's job and did it, we'd probably be fired. But because it's less accountability, we don't take it as seriously. So I say that's one of the biggest things. Uh, work work in a way where you would be proud of somebody else who worked for you doing that. Because as your business grow, you will have to hire different employees, different people work with. You'll have to get a certain subcontractors or what have you, and you want them to see, no, this person is serious about their business, not like it's a game. And with certain people, especially younger people, especially black people, a lot of times we don't take that as serious as we would take a job at Amazon or Google or
Right.
Walmart. We will take those jobs more serious than the job we're doing for ourselves. When, oh no, this is just my sister little thing. This is just my brother little car wash. It's just my
Yeah.
uncle little. He's trying to sell like little fish plates. Instead of it being, nah, this is a restaurant. This is a landscaping business. We just not a group of guys cutting grass. We're a landscaping business. We're just not people cooking food. We're a catering company. And I think when we take it that serious, we we allow other people to take us seriously. I think as if we give ourselves permission to shine out, that we unconsciously liberate others to do the same.
Man, you just said a mouthful right there, man. I really can't wait to get this recap out for everybody that, is just waiting on it. We got some people that's really, um, really down that they can't, be a part of our seminars. Some people that's still out there on the front line, some people that's still out there working, moving around. I really can't wait, to get this recap out, man, because you really said a mouthful. Because that's really important. That's something that we've been talking about for years. And really just trying to get people to see. So I really appreciate you for touching on that. And I really appreciate you for hopping on the seminar period, man. I know you real busy. I know you got a lot of different ventures. Real quick, shout out some of your upcoming projects, or I know you just did a body paint,
Yes.
last night.
Okay. Just did a body paint shoot in Atlanta for High Hemp. High Hemp is a vegan, tobacco-free, CBD plus wrap company. So for for a lot of products for people who indulge in CBD and THC products, we had those things. So I did a collaboration last night with a group of models in the Atlanta market, Darius the Don, um, Mile, Tats by Mile, and Paint My Life Ray. We linked in together and we did some. So if y'all would like, I'll be posting that tonight. Just got some of those edits through. That's what we're seeing right there on the stage now. Is a body paint shoot that, in all honesty, did not go as great as I expected it to, but turned out to still be productive. And I couldn't have done it by myself without members without members of my community and my network coming in together and really saying, hey, we're gonna help you, we're gonna lock in. I wouldn't have been able to do it. And I mean a quick turnaround. I mean less than 24 hours. I got finished images and I'm ready to post now. So if y'all can follow high hemp raps on Instagram, y'all will be seeing me. I'm in the contest, really doing my doing my submission for high hemp. Um, Also, we just closed down Black Ink in Atlanta. I don't know if y'all familiar with Black Ink Group, Black Ink Atlanta. We just closed down Black Ink Atlanta. So that's that's a big thing that I just worked on, and I'm working with a few more people. Chilio and a link in he has with Cam Kirk. I don't know if y'all familiar with Cam Kirk Studios in Atlanta, and we working on building some stuff. So I mean, I'm kind of still all over the place. It's been a lot calmer than it is most of the time during the year, but yeah, we're working on that. But the biggest thing I can say right now is high hemp for the next 2 days. I'm gonna be high hemped out, really pushing their brand. I worked with them before as a sponsor when I ended my last tobacco product sponsorship. So looking to get another sponsorship from them.
Man, I really appreciate that, man. And I actually just previewed a couple of the shots that we did from last night for the people. I know we're gonna drop it tonight, and we're gonna be pubbing it all tomorrow. So again, I definitely encourage anybody who see those images, if you tune in, if you following either exclusive models or Nick Cox on Instagram, man, make sure you guys reshare, repost, make sure you tag High Hemp Art. That's hashtag High Hemp Art. And make sure you guys just retag the art that we actually created. We had a lot of great just a lot of great people just involved last night with that project. Nick, do you have any other projects that you got coming up that you want the people to know about?
Um, I'm working on some independent film projects, some stuff I really can't quite get 100% into now. But if y'all stay up on the seminars, I will be talking about some of that stuff, doing some more casting and stuff coming out like that. Pretty soon, I don't know if you talked about P Valley. P Valley is coming out. We got some signature designs on the design and the clothes. So stay looking in the credits at P Valley. Um, and I mean, we got a couple more festivals and stuff. We just looking to see, when we're gonna be able to work on the live music scene. I've been doing some small underground live music stuff in Atlanta, and with South by Southwest and a lot of the stuff getting shut down, the Dreamville getting shut down, we weren't really able. Dreamville Fest getting shut down, we weren't really able to, you know, uh, make all this stuff happen like we wanted to. But 1 month doesn't stop a show, so we keep
Most
we're gonna
definitely.
keep we're gonna keep grinding. Um, we're gonna be here, in the Atlanta market, in Detroit, and in Florida, in Cali, in New York. Hopefully next year being able to take international, Johannesburg, Paris. Um, we got some stuff cooking, and hopefully, we can maintain this. And Rolling Stone gathers no mouse, so we trying to keep working. We're not in the business of making excuses for everything. We trying to swim with the tide. So when the tide start pulling you one way, you can fight again, still can get taken under, or you can swim with the tide. That's what we doing, man. We swim with the tide.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. We're swimming with the tide, man. So I mean, Nick, if you can, man, just post your social media and post, any connections or any platforms that you have in the chat so everybody can get connected with you and reach out to you. And because I got a couple people that actually want to schedule some consultations with you, man, and get some things going on. So, make sure you post your information in there. And that goes for anybody else that's on this seminar. Make sure you guys post your social medias. Make sure you guys post your websites, and get connected. And we got a couple more minutes on. So, take these last couple minutes, man, to post your social medias, post your websites. And, matter of fact, if you have any questions or concerns for Nick, while we have him right now, make sure you guys, take this opportunity to get the floor, blow that chat up. Or, if you have any questions or concerns, I'll be more than happy to give you guys the floor. Right now, I just want to shout out, Jay McCray Styles. I want to shout out Let's Cam Design. I want to shout out Zachariah Walk. I want to shout out Ariel Nolan. I want to shout out Aline, one of our special guests for the night. If you guys need, your cars read, or if you guys need, she actually specializes in locks as well. So if you need your locks twisted or retwisted, or styled or anything, or know somebody that do, make sure you guys connect with her. And if I still have you on the lane, make sure you post your social media or your website so they can connect with you as well. Just in case they want to, book a session with you. We're gonna take these next couple minutes to give you guys the floor and just open up the floor for open discussion. It's a lot going on right now, so I just want to give you guys the opportunity to either introduce yourself, or just bring up a topic, what's going on, or again, if you have any questions or concerns for Nick or Aline, which was our special guest for the night, make sure you tune in. Make sure you take the floor. Make sure you tune into our chat as well. And again, I want to actually just thank everyone for actually tuning into another great seminar. I was actually, I'm always excited, at least an hour before our seminars, because I know we got a lot of great people tuning in. And, we also have a lot of great people tuning in to our recaps as well. So, make sure you guys, share those recaps on your social media pages. When you get those links, share any previous recaps. And, if you know anybody who missed any of our seminars, make sure you share those recaps. And, make sure you introduce them and, invite them on to our next seminar as well. We're always welcome and open to having different people in our seminars. So, make sure you have them RSVP for our next seminar. We've been doing them every Friday at 8 p.m. It's not something that we made up. It's just something that we let the people vote on. And, I'm loving the interaction. I'm loving the energy that everybody been giving on our seminars, and I'm really loving the feedback. We've been getting a lot of great feedback, a lot of positive feedback. We've been really circulating a lot of great information. Shout out to everybody who's been starting, their portfolios in the stock market. Shout out to everybody who's been getting their credit on point. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting other businesses. Shout out to everybody who's been getting their consultations, their private sessions. And everybody who just been involved with this, since we've been out, in 2004, since 2014, and we're gonna keep rocking. So, make sure you guys tune into Co-Creations Curbside Services every Friday and Saturday. She got a lot of great accessories, especially she got a lot of great new heat as well. So make sure you guys tune in to her, social media pages, which we have all over all of our platforms. And make sure you guys tune into Hard Work Pay the Bills fitness webinars as well. If you into getting your body right, if you want to stay in shape, while you're in quarantine, or if you still out and about and you still want to stay in shape, make sure you tune in to Hard Work Pay the Bills fitness webinars. And as well, if you have, some young talent on the line, if you have any, young actors, actresses, young models, make sure you guys tune into YS at Home photo shoot contest, and that's at ysclothier.com, where you can get more details on that. And if I have any models or any entrepreneurs or influencers on the line or that's listening, make sure you guys send your information in for the Artist Cosmetics liquid foundation product shoot that we have coming up this Monday. So make sure you guys send in your headshots, send in your portfolios, and even if you know somebody that want to participate, that need to get out there, need this, that want to take advantage of this great opportunity, make sure you guys submit your headshots or your demo reels. And then we're also booking any private sessions or activities at the Delo Loft. So if you're in the Atlanta area or know anyone in the Atlanta area, make sure you guys contact us to book your space at the Delo Loft as well. And then we have Real Deal Productions product shoots where they're doing BOGO deals, buy one, get one. So if you're a entrepreneur or a business owner, or if you have any products or services, that you want to market, make sure you get with Real Deal Productions so they can get your product shoot scheduled. And then, like Nick said, and we brought it up earlier, make sure everyone to get their Stars app. We have P Valley that's going to be premiering July 12th on Stars. So if you don't have that app or if you don't have the subscription, make sure you guys definitely tune into that. Make sure you guys subscribe. And then we are actually working on a couple short films, a couple film products that projects that we have coming up, including the Jug. We also have Nick's project, Surge Protector, that we're working on. So if you're an actor or an actress, make sure you send us your demo reels or headshots, so we can pretty much get you into you know that project. Shout out to everybody who actually been submitting their demo reels and getting with us. Even if you don't have a demo reel, connect with us. Especially Real Deal Productions, that will actually help you, create a demo reel. Nick, we've been working heavily with Nick, helping different actors and actresses create demo reels as well. So, definitely connect with us on that level. And then we also have the vision board contest. Um, you know, going on, which is one of my favorites because that's something that I've been actually in the process of getting going for a minute. So if you haven't already started on your vision board, make sure you get all your products. We got a lot of different prizes from our different sponsors. So definitely make sure you guys submit those vision boards. And then we actually have the body paint contest that we were just talking about with Nick. So make sure you guys, soon as we release that content, make sure you guys tag and repost High Hemp, um, hashtag High Hemp Art, and let's win this contest. We put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into the content. So let's get into that. And then we also have an investment group that we're starting. So anybody who been listening to our seminars where we've been talking about investing into different companies, we're actually starting an investment group because we've been having a lot of different people who've been just asking us and really looking for different ways to get into the market and looking for different ways to invest in different companies. So we're going to start an investment group. So text INVEST to 248-508-4706 if you want to get involved with that, or you can text INVEST or email INVEST to exclusivemodelsbooking@gmail.com for more details for that. Other than that, I really just want to appreciate, and really thank everyone for joining in on another successful virtual seminar. Make sure you guys invite your friends and family to the next one next week. And make sure you guys RSVP yourself. And again, thank you guys for joining in. We actually have the COVID-19 campaign going on right now as well, where we're giving 10% of our proceeds, to different people, where we're doing different care packages, and we're pretty much just taking care of our people. So make sure you tune in and support that movement, by purchasing a digital or a physical copy. Um, digital copies is going for only $10, and physical copies are going for 20. And you can also pre-order the next issue of Exclusive Models magazine as well. So again, pre-orders are available for the next issue of Exclusive Models. So make sure you tune in or contact us if you want to pre-order your next issue as well. And we're also giving 10% of those proceeds as well, to the COVID-19 campaign that we're doing. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and again, make sure you guys tune in to the recap, and make sure you guys RSVP for the next seminar. And we're going to take these next couple minutes to blow that chat up. If you haven't already gotten the chance, make sure you take this time to post your social medias, post your websites, or check out somebody else's social media website. And just take this time to connect.